Alrighty, so in this episode, I sadly had microphone issues and my voice did not record for this entire 3-hour gaming session I had this day. Luckily, most of this episode was mining and exploring, so I'll be doing a voiceover for this episode. I checked the next episode and it looks like everything was good on that for recording, so I think it'll just be this episode that we have this voiceover issue and commentary style type of video. So anyway, we'll jump into it from here on out. I pretty much did a voiceover, so let me know how you guys like it. Pretty much to kick things off, I was just getting ready for our mining adventure, so torches and all those types of fun things. I did notice that my iron was pretty garbage, so I went ahead and used some iron to fix my equipment. Honestly, I'm not sure if that was the best roll or best play, but I went ahead and rolled with it. I figured, full set of iron for less iron than it costs to make a new one makes sense in my head, so whatever. Something I've been wanting to do is check out the backpacks in this mod, so I went ahead and checked out the iron one and made that. Then I went ahead and checked out the gold version as well, and I have everything needed to make it, so I went ahead and made that as well. It looks like every level up is a new line, so I thought that was pretty cool, and the gold one's pretty affordable. I checked out the next best step, and I am way too poor to afford that, so we're going to go ahead and stick with the gold one for now. The end backpack looks super sick, but that's maybe later. So I went ahead and put on the backpack, and gosh, I look adorable. I couldn't seem to figure out how to open my backpack while I had it on my back, so I went ahead and took it off and left it in my inventory. Headed on down to the mine since we're ready for our adventures. Found some bony friends, and for some reason I didn't even think to make a shield. Anyway, my friends met my sword, and they lived happily ever after. Ran into another bony friend who I quickly ran away from due to the lava, and I was scared of falling in it. Went ahead and ran back to check on him, and he also found the lava, so I thought that was funny. Found another skelly belly, and I tried to hit him with my signature dripstone kill. Sadly, he's got the jukes and totally dodged him every time I tried, so I just kind of ignored him and moved on. Ran into this mine shaft and found these urns, which I thought were pretty neat. I don't know if they're part of vanilla Minecraft. They're kind of a neat add-on, but ultimately pretty useless. Found this TNT minecart, which I was terrified of blowing up, but I figured it'd be a good thing to grab onto, so we grabbed that. I then found these little deposits of ores. This time it was iron, but it was always like a 9x9 area, and it always had a ton of whatever ore it was. So I went ahead and picked at this. You'll see that a few times throughout this video. Just random little spots in the mine, which I thought was pretty cool. Adds to the atmosphere. I dig it. I was exploring a little bit more, and I found a goblin trader, which is always a great steal for iron. Doubling your iron is really badass. I also need flint for arrows, of course, so I went ahead and ran around the corner, found a deposit of them, and started mining away and jumping on that. After I had a bit of that flint, or gravel rather, I got a stack of flint and thought that was pretty good, so I went ahead and moved on. I found this crapper, and for some reason, I thought it was necessary to blow him up. I I literally don't even know why I would do that, but found an emerald deposit, which I thought was pretty cool because anytime you ever find emerald, it's always like 1 or 2, I feel like. So there's like a shit ton of emeralds to get. I figured that'd be pretty sweet to have. Came across this little stopping area, kind of like where we met the goblin trader the first time. So I was exploring a little bit. Went in and opened that trap door, and it turns out this is right above cave spiders. So after thinking about it for about 2.3 seconds, I decided to see if I could come up with some type of TNT minecart contraption, see if I could throw it at him. So went ahead and worked on putting that together for, 10, 20 seconds, whatever, and went ahead and gave it a shot. And it didn't go far enough. Went ahead and started trying to carefully mine around it to try and get it to fall. So I started playing with it. I was really afraid of blowing up and, losing all my stuff, having to come back here. So tried mining down. And after this next block, I came to the realization I don't know how TNT mine carts work. I don't understand the game mechanics. So I figured maybe I could shoot an arrow at it. So I went ahead and got my bow out and gave that a shot. And of course, it broke the minecart. So I'm an idiot, and that didn't work. So I started trying to just make my way down there as much as I could, hit them, and I got poisoned, freaked out, and ran in the corner. Somehow, he's got massive arms and knocked me into their lair, which scared the shit out of me, and I frantically tried to get the hell out of there. After a little bit of work, I was able to clear out most of them. There was one buddy that was hiding behind one of the blocks, which you'll hear him in a second, but wasn't anything too crazy. Clearing out some of the spider webs. Obviously, we need string for lots of various things. I went ahead and checked out the loot in the chests, and there wasn't really much, but can't complain about just getting string, honestly. After that, I went ahead and looked for my last buddy, who is hanging out by the chest. He's just chilling, but all good things must come to an end, so went ahead and took care of him. After some searching, lots of searching, and lots of mining, I found diamonds, finally. So I went ahead and started mining those, and unfortunately it was only 2, but can't complain too much. It's a start, so I will take it. Started exploring some more of the mine carts. And I found more diamonds. So I started making my way over there as well. I found this dead squid in this 1x1 part of area. Part of area? What am I saying? Part of water. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, grabbed him. I don't know if I'll ever need glow squids, but fuck it, whatever. Mined up the diamond, and it was only 1. So lucky me. I found this brick area, which I wanted to check out, of course, but I had to play with my crapper friends, so I went ahead and, took care of that problem. I was about to mine through the stone, and I did find another diamond. So I went ahead and jumped up there, and boom! It was 1 diamond again. went ahead and jumped into the stone brick area. And this is the spider place I was just at, so I'm an idiot. Looking at our map, I saw that we have a deep dark nearby, as well as this weird fortress on the map. So I figured we'd check out the deep dark here in a few, but we'll check out this place with all the skeletons real quick. So before that happened, I was mining around on the walls, and I found another diamond. So went ahead and jumped up there and made my way to get that diamond. It was literally only one, once again, so I'm kind of thinking deep slate veins only have one, but nonetheless. Found this place called a bone to pick, which I guess is a fortress of the undead, which really just means a skeleton fort, apparently. But anyway, went ahead and made my way in there, trying to carefully go in there so I didn't, run into a million skeletons or anything like that, so jumped in there. Kind of making my way down, trying to make sure there's no one, lurking. That guy scared the pee out of me a little bit. I vividly remember screaming whenever I saw him the first time. So anyway, kind of trying to just fortify an area for myself so that I have somewhere to breathe for 2 seconds before I explore this place. So checked out some of the chests. There wasn't really much to brag about, but exploring some more, I was trying to figure out how to get around this lava, and I figured I'd, go through the wall. So I poked this hole, and apparently it's very important that they have a lot of lava everywhere, so not really sure what to do about that. Very possible that I die here, so trying to be cautious. After very little thinking, there's an area across the screen from here that has a bunch of chests, so I figured I'd try to make a run for it and make my way over there. So I popped a golden apple and ran on over. This was a mistake. I was freaking out. Thanks to my 500 IQ, I went ahead and blocked all the areas with gravel. In each of these chests, there really wasn't much to brag about, but there was a couple of enchanted bows, so I'm not really complaining. After backing up a little bit, I found an anvil, so I decided I would try to repair all of our junk since we're going to be here for a hot minute. So I went ahead and threw all my stuff down and worked on repairing all my shit. After that, I decided it was time to pop another gapple and take on some more scaly bellies. So I jumped into there and started going absolutely monstrous. He never stood a chance. I'm not sure why I didn't just jump over here and beat their asses. I had full health and everything, but it's whatever. I'll just do this 500 IQ play for you. After this, I went to this area where the mobs decided to team up and try to bend me over, which was a fucking disaster. I freaked out despite having full health again. And went through all the fun stuff, trying to check out if there's any goods in the chests. There wasn't shit, so I exited the Skelly Fort after gathering what I could. There's a few good things, enchanted books, gapples, shit like that, but nothing really crazy, so moved on. Tried making myself a bridge because I didn't want to get hit by any skeletons, so I was trying to build my way over. That scared the shit out of me too. I thought for sure I was toast, but thankfully I had it wasn't a big enough fall that it killed me, and I never look at my health for some reason, which is a terrible habit, but I had plenty of health. I was fine for a second. But anyway, I saw another diamond way up there, and next to the creeper, and decided to try and go on up there, even though it's probably only one diamond, but it's okay. It's probably worth it. So I went ahead and, grabbed some gravel, worked on staring my way up, and naturally I didn't bring enough blocks, so worked on making my way. I literally could have brought so many different blocks. There's no reason why I ran out of blocks. Oh well. Apparently, in the face of danger, I freeze sometimes because I literally did not do anything to try to save myself at all. I just let myself die, which was so stupid. I could have just moved 2 inches to the left and I would have been fine. That was so dumb. But anyway, I went ahead and grabbed some goodies and worked on making my way back. Luckily, it's not too far, but realized it was about to be nighttime, so I went ahead and headed on in, watched the sunset, went to bed. Went ahead and jumped on the road, and I'm dripping. I was going through, and I noticed something about the terrain. There's the different seasons, which is really cool because you can literally see the snow melting. I think that's super neat. But anyway, went ahead and dug down, and after lots of digging, trying to find exactly where it was, I literally dug down straight where the diamond was. So I was like, okay, that's cool. Whatever. I'm not complaining. So went ahead and made myself a little bit of a fort and hurried up, grabbed my one diamond. After plenty of digging and trying to figure out the best way to get down there without killing myself again, I finally made my way down to my shit. After lots of sorting this shit out, because I already had things in my inventory and a full inventory, probably could have brought another backpack, but I'm not that smart, so that's okay. Went ahead and grabbed plenty of these poo blocks and made my way to the deep dark. As you can see, my parkour skills are unmatched. It's insane. People look at me and they literally cannot believe how good I am at this game. I found the deep dark and tried using the zoom to find some goodies, but I didn't see any right away, so I had to get a little bit closer, which was kind of scary, but it's all good. I placed a poo block and it echoed so loud that I was kind of afraid to keep moving forward, but I made it this far. Whatever. After I was close enough, I triggered the notification or the achievement rather, and that scared the hell out of me. So I ran back like a giant pussy. Finally got close enough to check out what was in this chest, and it looks like there was not jack shit. So I went ahead and went on about my business, trying to find other things that I could loot in the deep dark. I don't know a ton about the deep dark or the warden, but I know he does not like sound, and I know I have a 0 chance of fighting him because he's so OP, and I also die to the stupidest shit. So found this diamond, of course, went ahead and picked that up. After crouch walking for quite some time, trying to find a good area to enter and stuff like that, I finally found a chest. So went ahead and made my way over there. I'm pretty sure those things to the left are the sensors that tell the warden where I am or something like that. Not 100% sure, but went ahead and checked out what was in this chest after trying to clear out my backpack a little bit. There really wasn't much of value in this either, so I don't know if I just got bad luck with this or what, but it's all good. I'm assuming the spiky things are sensors, and I do not want to get close to those, so I was trying to avoid those if I could. But after exploring a little bit more, I found a couple of those urns and stuff like that, but it really wasn't anything good. So I went ahead and thought about it a little bit and decided to head out. I already had plenty of loot, so felt like being alive for a little bit longer, so I decided to dip. Not the most exciting deep dark adventure, but we'll check it out later maybe. I really do not think I could ever take on the warden, so always need more ender pearls. Found this ender buddy, so I decided to combat him. And I started panicking and trying to find a tree that I could hide under. Sweet. I came across this fountain, which I thought was just pretty neat. I wasn't really sure if there would be anything in there, but I opened it up and it looks like there's lapis inside of there, which I don't really need, but I thought it was a pretty cool feature. I think I kept this part in just because you can really see the mountain and the lake and stuff like that change from winter to spring right here, and I just thought it was a really cool visual. So anyway, enough of nerding around. Had to check out the chords to figure out exactly where I was going to, but finally made it back home and organized my inventory after a quick nap. I went ahead and hooked up the jukebox and picked out a music disc to check out. Which was a bop, to say the least. But honestly, I went ahead and put in a different one because that one was kind of shitty. After about, I don't know, 45 seconds of that, I went ahead and headed on back downstairs, turned that shit off because it was so loud I could not think. Anyway, something on our to-do list was to work on making an enchanting room. So I started digging down so I can make an area downstairs. That way my house is kind of just levels and not, spread out. That's just an excuse for me not actually have to build anything. So after carving out a little bit, I went ahead and headed upstairs, grabbed some spruce to make it match our house a little bit, or at the very least match that ladder. So went ahead and grabbed those. Oh, and ladders. I needed ladders. Went ahead and dug on down, took care of the spruce and all that fun stuff. And apparently you can get bark from shaving. I don't know how you say that. Anyway, went ahead and placed down our enchanting table, took care of them ladders, and headed on up to make as many bookshelves as we could. It was not planned, but I had exactly enough spruce and books to make exactly 7, which I thought was pretty neat. If you're a loser. Anyway, I think this is still the pattern for enchanting tables, so we'll get more leather as soon as we can, but for now we'll decorate it the best that we can and kind of go from there. Says the soft Minecraft music. I went ahead and made a little storage area for books and crafting tables, stuff like that. So after that, I headed on up to grab all of our books that we've been collecting and some spruce chests. Threw all of our books in there. I figure we'll probably slam a bunch of books later on, but nevertheless, I think that's pretty much it for this episode. I know I had an outro originally for this episode, and I have no idea what it said, but I'm sure it was something like, thanks for watching, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.